Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Rebecca. Today I want to share 3 things that I wish I would have known about business in my 20s. The first thing is that no matter what business that I create, the most important thing is actually self-care. So I've been an entrepreneur most of my life. I have worked for a lot of different companies for short periods of time when I was like traveling or just needed a little bit of cash in between gigs, or if I wanted to double work for myself as well, work for another company. But I mostly have done contract work or worked in like bars. There was a time where I worked in bars for the longer period of time in the summers and such. But I started my own digital media company in 2007. And I was doing that for maybe like 7 years or so, and I was traveling as well. And then I came across yoga, which led me to Ayurveda, and then I was like, I love this so much that I just want to focus all my time and energy into this. And this was like 10 years ago, I believe, and that's where since then I've been an entrepreneur, teaching yoga. Giving Ayurvedic consultations, Ayurvedic therapies, Reiki sessions, making tea. I started a cafe. I had a food program, Ayurvedic food program, doing personal retreats, larger retreats, and I just like doing a combination of so many things. But the most important thing that I didn't know that was so important was actually that no matter what's going on in your business, you need to have boundaries with yourself. You need to keep your routine. Keep your morning routine, keep your nighttime routine. There's nothing more important than sleep. So sometimes that vata energy, that excitement, you get into like a flow, especially like that 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning type of thing. But also, you can still get into that energy if you go to bed early and then you wake up at that time. And if you wake up at that time, you've already had your rest during nighttime hours in the dark, which is what your body needs, the dark to produce melatonin. And you need melatonin for healing. You need melatonin to help relax your body and for deeper healing while you're sleeping. So it's really recommended to stick to your nighttime routine, even if you have a crunch or you need to keep working, you need to finish something for the next day. Try to just really think about it. Unless you're really in a flow, like you're so productive, like this is the time. Like there is obviously some times in life where you can work all night long. But if you're finding yourself doing this often, where you're just like kind of procrastinating out through the day, and then maybe around the 10 o'clock you get your extra fire energy again, you get your second, it's like people think that you get your second wind, but actually in Ayurveda and like the elemental clock, this would be the second fire time of the day, like 10 o'clock till 2 o'clock. Just like in the daytime, that's when like it's like the sun's like the highest, 10 till 2. That's when we have like the strongest digestion. At nighttime is also the fire time, so we get this extra burn, but we also will get our metabolism kicks in again, so maybe we get hungry again, so then maybe we're doing late night eating again, and then we want to take this energy that we have, all this fire energy, and if we put it out towards the world or we're doing projects, then we're not using that energy to heal ourselves. So my recommendation, which I wish I would have known for many years, especially when I was doing the digital media stuff, was that still work until 5, have your supper, do your yoga, wind down, have a bath, whatever your nighttime routine is. Go to bed early. Go to bed at 8 o'clock. Wake up at 4. Wake up at 5. And then, do your morning routine. Don't just hop right into work again. Do your little morning routine. Move your body a bit. Pump your lungs with oxygen. Get some oxygen going throughout your body with some pranayama. Hydrate yourself. Have a glass of herbal tea. And then, if you have extra time, go into more spiritual practices. And if you really have a crunch, okay, you've moved your body, you hydrated. Now, okay, let's finish that work. Number 2 about business that I wish I would have known in my 20s is that it's really important to, if you're an entrepreneur and you're hiring people or starting to work with other people, to have a contract. Because even if you have a business meeting and then you feel like you're on the same page about things, if you don't have that person confirming on paper that they understand, potentially there could be a misunderstanding, and that misunderstanding could cost you a lot of money. And more than money is when there's like misunderstandings when it comes to like big projects, when there's a lot of energy invested, you can lose a lot of energy from the time you invested, but also being like angry or frustrated about it afterwards. So my recommendation is always have a contract so that there's just clear communication, the formality of what what your plan is, what the investment is, what the roles are, just everything right at the beginning, so that you guys can keep the peace. There's no questions about things, and if we can always go back to a contract and readjust it, but at least you have it. Everybody can be able to say, yeah, I agree to this, before you put in the energy. And that's how you can keep your good relationships. I'm an entrepreneur, and I've had my own business now for, well, I guess technically 6 years, technically 6 years, this business, this Swasta, all things Ayurveda. And I started this business without a business degree and really without a business plan. So my recommendation number 3 about things I wish I would have known when I was 20 about business is that it's okay to take out a loan for your business. I've never taken out a loan for my businesses before, and I just talk to so many other entrepreneurs and business people now, and I guess it's a lot of people do, and also a lot of people are willing to live off of that money for 3 months or 6 months and stuff until you start to get the business going. For me, I was always just using my personal money. So in a way, it was good because I never went into debt, but also the pressure is so much, and there's no disconnection between the business and you. So in my business, without a business plan, when I was calculating costs of how much I could pay my employees, for example, the 1 year I really overpaid my employees. I was trying to be I don't know what I was doing. I was idealistic, and I forgot about paying myself. And also, I didn't even know about the taxes that go through my business bank account, and I never took into calculation how much service fees are for when people pay with card. So there was a 6 months or 8 month period where I was just hitting my head against this just against my own wall that I created, because I was I'm working so hard, I have money coming in, but yet I have no money at the end of the month, because 21% was going to taxes and cards, and then I was overpaying my employees, and then I had all these extra tools, and there's all these costs of a business, there's the booking calendar, and there's the website, and there's the accountants, and then there's the rent of the place, and there's the internet, and there's the phone, and there's whatever else, Canva, and and there's all these things, and they just all add up. And if you're not paying attention, at the end of the month you can have a lot of bills you need to pay. And the person who never got paid at the end of the month was me. So thankfully, that time when I was running things really unaware, I at least was a cafe, so at least I had food, because there was food for other people, and then there's extra food always. So at least I was eating well. But yeah, if I would have to do this again, I would have taken out money or set aside money for the business that's not me, and really think about how much money it does take to run a business, and then how much money I can take in doing the service that I'm doing. Because I was also in this mindset that to be a holistic provider, that I won't make that much money. And I don't believe that that's true. I actually see a lot of people that don't have that belief system, and they're thriving. And I also know a lot of people that have that mindset, and they are hustling. But when I changed my mindset a little bit, I didn't have to hustle as much. Actually now, like so maybe since I've really kind of been like a more established business, maybe it's been like 5 years or so. And yeah, I have repeat customers. I barely made any promotions this year or like posters or flyers in the groups, just through Google review and through return customers and through recommendations from friends and clients. I was busy this season. It was great. But I also never, with all the costs of my business, I was never able to actually like make so much money that I could start saving. And if I wanted to go and buy like a new bed, or I never had that extra amount of money. So my business was beautiful. It was so beautiful. I say it was because even though it is my business still and I'm still doing the work, I have actually just let go, kind of let go. I still have all my stuff in my office building that I have had for 7.5 years. But I put a bed in there and stuff, and I'm trying to rent it out, like sub-rent it. And I was just going to sub-rent it until I felt that I could figure out what I want to do, if I want to like reopen up that space like in the next high season, because I live at the beach in a touristy place, and like all the clients who really like are more like my therapies are kind of luxurious and they're high quality, so I have a price for them, which is not a price that local people can afford. I do have a program. I have certain days that locals can come and see me for a donation base or very, very very low cost. But that's only a few times a week because I don't have enough energy and time in the day to have to give away therapies, and then still also I have to pay all my bills. So there's a cost to running the business, and so I wasn't quite sure if I wanted to like jump back into that, because it was really easy. This last year I went back to Canada and I came back to Mexico, and I just had to move some stuff around, and then within a couple weeks I had clients coming in, and then I had a business, it was great. But my sustainability, I was gifted this word, for me to improve my life, I need to become more sustainable. I need to enjoy the little things in life and just laugh more too. That was also gifted to me. But I need to be sustainable. And sustainable energy, I feel like, is like when you can put out energy and then you get energy back. And in a heart way, in an abundant way, as a growth as a person, I have grown so much, and I've given so much love to people, and given so many people so many beautiful moments, and received so many beautiful moments from that. When I work with people, usually I just have 2 clients a day, and within that's usually with a client for a lot of times it's they're there with me for 3 hours, and so that's 6 hours with just 2 people, and then there's the preparation and the cleaning after that. So usually it's 7 hours, and I've just seen 2 people. And even though my prices are decent, it's just not enough income to save any money with the cost of how I'm running my business right now. So it's kind of sad actually, because I really wanted to. For example, if I was not depending on my own income to build my own house, or if I want to have a family to provide for my family or anything, then I'd be fine. If this was just if I was a double income type of situation, but unfortunately I'm not in that. So it's just I need to do something different with my business. So that's where I right now I really want to work on sustainability. So instead of like giving to people like kind of personal retreats in the day, I want to give more retreats with like more people, so I can have that container and create that sacred space for people and give people that energy, but be working with more people in a day. And also I've been starting to run courses, but I just want to run them on a bigger scale, have a bit more people in the group, because I have the capacity. I have a huge heart. I'm a hard worker. I'll be dedicated to the group. I can hold a lot of space, and whether I'm holding space for 4 people or for 12 people, it's giving me the same amount of energy for me to similar for me to showing up for the sessions and clearing my schedule just for those people. I really want to have more people in my groups. Also, the group dynamic will be way better when there's more people, because also sometimes people start diet and lifestyle things and things come up, the unworthiness, or they just get busy with something. There's crises that come up, so not everybody always finishes the courses, and so then the momentum can fall. With more people that join the course, it's like there's more momentum, there's more people, there's more energy to keep everybody going. It's like more ingredients in the soup that makes it more delicious and more flavorful. And yeah, that's what I really desire for the people I work with in the future, is more group dynamics, kind of more mastermind type of things where we share a lot of stuff and we support each other as we grow, because that is my huge passion. Is I want to help people that came from my walk of life to be able to raise their vibration and to empower themselves, to learn about to get the desire, even just plant the seed of desire, to begin learning about themselves so that they can start to heal themselves. It's a process. It's a huge journey, but baby steps will allow you to get to where you want to go. So yeah, that is some of the things I wish I would have known when I was in my 20s. Is one, that no matter what business you have, taking care of yourself, having a solid morning routine and boundaries around work is crucial. 2, that it's okay to take out a loan and invest in yourself, as well as it's important to have a business plan, some goals and direction and understanding of actually how much money you need to make to make the business work. Intentions. And 3, to have a contract, because even if you have love and respect for somebody, not everybody is always on the same page. Communication is really important, but communication, when you have it formally out on a piece of paper and both people have agreed to it, it will keep everything more harmonious and straightforward. And yeah, so those are some of the lessons I've learned, and I hope that helps you too. Any questions or doubts, just ask me down below. Thank you.